So in this video, I'm going to teach you exactly how to understand market flow. Oftentimes, I see people blow their accounts. I see people risk a lot on low probability trades. I've seen how the mistake comes. Now, the mistake comes in when you don't understand market flow. Now, what is market flow? That is what I'm going to break down in this video, and I'm going to show you how to understand market flow from a technical standpoint of things. You understand? This is where I teach people how to trade with pure price action. Looking at the chart alone, you just know where the market is going and you trade actively. You trade in a simple way, no complicated stuffs, no indicators needed. So if this is your first time, destroy that subscribe button for me right now and turn the notification bell so you can get alert whenever I drop a new video. All right. Okay, so um without wasting time, let's quickly go to market flow. What I mean by market flow. Now, if you look at this market, you can just see one thing at an instance. Just look, zoom out completely. You can see that this market is flowing down. You see the flow of the market. It just going down. Even a blind person can see that this is flowing down. Okay. In as much as it's flowing down, do you place sell? Now, this is where the problem comes. Do you just place sales? No. You don't place sales like that. You don't place sales like that just immediately. So what do you do if you don't place sales? Now, there's what we call long-term market flow, short-term market flow, and immediate market flow. So on the monthly time frame is the long-term market flow. The market has been flowing down. That means all of these years, the bears has been dominating overall. Okay, what is the next thing we do? The next thing we do is we mark levels that we can come and look for trade opportunities at those levels. All right, so I'm going to be marking this thing right now. This is USD You can go on your USD chart right and now, and after watching this video, you can just go on that USD chart and replicate these things on your chart, replicate them on your chart, and you can trade this pair. Once you replicated those things on your chart, you can this can be your pair for the next 1 year, 1 month, or 1 week. All right, so real quick, I'm just going to mark all these things out so it's going to be very clear so you can just see what is going on here. Now we are done. I didn't go to mark all of these places because this price would take months, years to get to this point. So let me just deal with where we are looking at. All right. So the long-term flow is down. All right. But what is the mid-term flow saying? We need to know what is the mid-term flow saying. You need to calm down and watch this video. And by the way, if you're enjoying this video, just hit a like on this video. All right. If you like good things, hit the like on this video. Let's proceed. So now that we've understood the long-term flow, let's go check the mid-term flow on the weekly time frame. So what is happening on the mid-term flow right here? If you look at the mid-term flow, you can clearly understand that this market is it's bullish. Remember, on the monthly, we see that this guy is bearish. Overall market flow is bearish. Now, on the weekly time frame, we are seeing something different. Stay with me, guys. Stay with me on this video. You will thank your lucky stars that you're here. You're watching this video to this point. Now, if you look at this market, you can understand that we are flowing bullish. You get that? We are flowing bullish. So, do you want to start placing trade just anyhow. No, we want to understand this one market that we want to trade. Now, let's say this is the only market you want to trade for 1 month. You get it? So now this midterm is what is bullish. Okay, that is a vital information that is right there. We have a very important information right there. So how do we start trading this market? We don't just start trading immediately. We want to go to check what is the um, short-term flow. What is the short-term market flow? This is where a lot of people don't get it. They just start from the monthly. Even if I've seen people starting from the monthly, but they still don't get it. They still don't understand what I mean. They still don't understand the short-term flow. All right, they still don't understand the short-term flow. You need to understand the short-term flow so you can get the confidence to risk that high. You understand? Some people don't have that patience of like managing their risk, but your skill, if you have that, if you don't have that patience of managing your risk, your skill should be top notch. That is why I'm making this particular video, so you understand this market flow. Now, the short-term flow, let's go check it on the daily time frame. What is the short-term flow? If you look at the short-term flow, this is where you're only going to be trading. You're going to be trading the short-term flow. All right. So we are going to now focus on this short-term market flows. How do we start? I'm going to break it down a little bit. So, in as much as we've been able to know the long-term flow and the mid-term market flow, we want to identify the um, short-term market flow, because the short-term market flow is the only tradable one. We can't trade that time frame. You understand? We can't trade from those time frames. The short-term market flow are the tradable ones. So we'll break it down to this point. Now, the short-term market flow, as you can clearly see right here, how it's been going is this. So you see what is happening right now. You see what is happening right here and here. So if I bring out this, you see that we've been able to see what is happening here. This is like a double bottom right here. It's clear. Now we understand. We are not predicting. We understand. We see the flow. So what we'll be looking for here is just bullish opportunities on the entry time frames. You understand? The lower time frame is from the 4 hours is a low time frame. So you start timing your entries there. Now, this is a very simple way to get the market flow. So the market will sell for like 1, 2, 3 days. You might think that the market has changed direction. No, it has not changed direction. You're not understanding the flow yet. It walks and rest. It walks, rest, walk and rest. So in this space, you have to walk with it, right? You want to work with this market. So what do we do in this phase? Now, in the short term market flow, there are two things you need to consider: the walking phase and the resting phase. Always ask yourself, is it in the walking phase or is it in the resting phase? You understand? Is it in the walking phase or is it in the resting phase? So that will give you um, a good knowledge of how you want to trade the market. Yet now, if the resting phase is this other phase, which is the resting phase, let me give you a direction and give you a characteristics of this. Now, this is the walking phase. The resting phase is usually slow, but the walking phase is usually aggressive. This phase here is usually aggressive, and this phase here is usually slow. Okay, so I'm going to show you now. Now, if you ask yourself, are you in the walking phase or are you in the resting phase? If you see that you're in the walking phase, we're only trading the walking phases. Now, in this walking phase, it is where you want to go to the lower time frame to start looking for structures. Now, for example, let's go to the 4 hours time frame. So if you look at the 4 hours time frame, the way it is built, you can see that the structures are not too clear. So I'll go to like the 1 hour. Now on the 1 hour, you can see clear structure. Hope you like this structure is really, really beautiful. Like look at these structures. The structures we couldn't see on other time frames. Look at, you see the structures. You see the structures? That is what we are saying. That is what I'm trying to teach you here. Look at these structures. You see the structures. Once you've been able to know this, you've made it in trading. You've made it. Like you've made it. Now, you can either use Fibonacci to capture the straight entries, or you can use support and resistance level, the XR levels to capture it. You understand? Like in this case, you can see that this guy came back to test this level, he captured it. Now, good. You can see that in this other case, this guy came to test this level, you capture it. You can see that this guy broke this level and came back to retest it, you capture it. You can see that it came back to retest this level, you capture it. I can see that this is also coming back down to retest this level, you capture it. That is all you need right now. I've given you the blueprint. Learn market flow right now. If you learn market flow, not this market, it's going to be very hard for you to lose. Like lose loss. We know that losses are part of the game, but you're not going to be losing just anyhow anymore. You're going to be losing because the market manipulated you. But your analysis, your trades are going to be perfect and superb. And when you're killing the market, you're killing the market with aggression, with precision, with clean direction in mind. Clean, no no guesswork. You get it now? No guesswork. So that is all for this video right now, and make sure you back test this thing. Go to USDCHF right now. Once you've been able to get the flow of any market you want to trade, then you can swim on the lower time frames and kill it, literally kill it. You understand? So this is where I teach people how to trade the forex market with pure price action. Everything I showed you here, I didn't use any sort of indicator because it's not needed. Moving average crossovers, those things don't work. Your MACD don't work. Your RSI, all of those things don't work. What really works is this thing I'm showing you here. Straight to the point, simple and killing. You'll be killing it. All right. So if that is what you want to do, if you want to really take your trading serious this 2026, then subscribe right now. Turn the notification bell on to get notified when I drop my upcoming videos. That's all for this video right now. If you have any question you want to ask me, the description is there, or you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I will reply to you almost immediately because you're the reason I created this YouTube channel. Bye for now and see you in the next one.